You've got to ask, if you're going to show up in position 1 on a search, you have to continue to do things to stay there. And yes, because your position, okay, Google, again, nobody knows what Google's algorithm is. And there's a lot of different factors in it. And that position is very valuable. So there are other people that will be taking activity to knock you off the top of the hill. So that when they see that you're going to have to create X number of pages of content, you're going to have to create X number of links, you're able to create really engaging content that people read for 9 minutes or 3 minutes, they have people like me working with them to be able to say, if we create Y number of links and people stay this long, then you'll be able to knock her off the top and we'll get those leads. We'll be in that position. So it's actually kind of a never-ending arms race.
Ever-evolving world of taxes where they're changing, it seems like every 6 months nowadays. You don't know what the law is going to be 6 months or 12 months from now. You might be waiting to meet with the advisor in February of 2012 thinking that something is going to apply to your situation, but lo and behold, the law changed in October and you didn't realize it, so that when you did that transaction in November, you're out of luck. So that's another reason. There's a new law being passed almost every year now, so it's crazy. It keeps us on our toes, obviously, but that's why we're here to kind of communicate these things to you guys so that you don't have to be CPAs. You just need to know how to ask the right questions. That's the point. And Brian was talking about business planning, right? Well, you need to incorporate your plan into your business systems. You need to make sure that this is one of the things you're thinking about taxes, that it's not the last thing you think about, like Amanda said, at the end of the year or even after the year's over. This needs to be something, just like everything else in your business, you think about throughout the year. That's what we continually see for successful business owners. That's what they're doing.
Yeah. So we talk about incorporating your kids into your business. You know, if you haven't kept track of your travel, your mileage, your meals, all those things, build it into your business system so that by April 15th, you're not saying, oh man, where did I go? I went to that event in San Diego, I went to that event in Irvine, I don't really remember. Have a system in place so you're just tracking it, or if not you, your personal assistant, your secretary, your employees, but someone in your business should be helping you to do that.
How many are Outlook? That one's the next one I'm going to show. Okay. There's a tool for each of them. So Gmail, you use Reportive, and right here on the right side of your email, that person will pop up once they've emailed you. If you click on their name, you're going to see all of their social media networks that they're part of. And if you aren't friends with them, if you aren't linked with them, if you're not following them, you just click it right here from your email box. You never have to leave your email box. It will save you so much time. You don't have to log into your Facebook. You don't have to log into LinkedIn and find them and follow them. And how impressive would that be when somebody's emailed you and you weren't friends yet, and you click, hey, I want to add you as a friend, and they'll see that you're on it right away. Very powerful. It's going to save you time, but you're still going to be maximizing your social media because it's important. Let's face it. We've had several people talk about how important social media is. So let's maximize your time, get you connected with it, but right from your email box. So the next one is Zobni. Zobni is free as well, and Zobni is the one that works with Outlook. Zobni is inbox spelled backwards. They were really creative with that name. Does the same thing. On the right side of your email screen, the person's going to show up, and you're going to be able to connect to their Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google Buzz, whatever they're part of. Now, if they're not part of something, it's not going to show up, but then you don't have to worry about it, right? They're not connected into that, so you don't need to connect with them there.
Whether you have an avatar or a very simple logo, people tend to remember images. So make sure it's not just a letter, it's a little image with the letter in it. Use your blog or website as your hub, as your home site. That's like having a brick and mortar store on the internet. It's a place people go to check you out, to find out about you. That's where you gain your credibility, basically. So some people who don't have a blog or a website yet, you can use like a Facebook or a LinkedIn profile or page as your home, but eventually you're going to have to build something that you're going to drive traffic to, or people basically learn about you and your product. And by the way, when I say you or your professional identity or your business, on the internet, when you promote them, they're fully interchangeable. So just realize that whenever I say that, it applies to everything. The promotion And the branding on the internet is pretty much the same for all the different businesses, and even if it's professional, if it's your image. One of the tricks that I'm going to show you a little bit later is, if you really want to be splattered, like I said before, all over the internet, use the same username on all your social media websites. And there's a website right there called gnome.com. I will demonstrate it a little bit later when I go through all the different live samples. That will automatically tell you if the username you want to use, and if all of the usernames and domains for all the social networking and bookmarking websites are available.